Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding. I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all can't
it,
see that he loves me.
This is 50 Cent, who Diddy has long maintained at the top of his list of people to hate. To tell the truth, 50 never cared about how the world saw Diddy or his image. They have been engaged in a long-running feud that doesn't appear to be abating. In reality, it keeps growing darker with every new event. Because Diddy is currently on trial for sexual assault and a number of other charges, the long-standing hostility feels even more severe.
Something must have happened though, like that we just don't know about behind the scenes.
He loves me.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad. I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you.
Even before the legal dispute with Cassie started, it was well known that 50 Cent didn't. Like Diddy, for years, he has been taunting him and insulting him whenever he can. But now that this trial has begun, the pressure has escalated to a completely new level. Things are getting insane, gloves are completely off, and 50 is approaching. If you know anything about 50 Cent, you'll know that his best skill has always been tearing down those he doesn't agree with, aside from putting out legendary records. And it's safe to say that Diddy has long been his favorite target.
This, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No, I got
like that.
Shit. I'll be practicing. I got
Given how long the Diddy trial has been going on, it would be an understatement to suggest that it has taken over the music industry. Every hearing includes new testimony, new evidence, and new witnesses. Responses have been inconsistent. While some people are attacking Diddy, others are standing by him and asserting his innocence. However, 50 Cent seems to be enjoying every second of it all. Even when Diddy was at his lowest, he continued to make jokes and make fun of him, regardless of the effect of his comments. Additionally, 50 had no problem criticizing anyone who dared to back Diddy. As soon as Diddy's trial was made public, on May 5, 2025, 50 appeared to have found what he had been searching for: an opportunity to publicly humiliate Diddy and truly enjoy the process. There has never been a worse time for Diddy to handle that pressure, because he's at the lowest point of his career.
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have a
see it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all
it,
can't
man.
see that he loves me?
But see,
you really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
But why?
You might be asking why 50 Cent doesn't care about the trial's importance and is so preoccupied with Diddy. Right now, as a matter of fact, they have never been at peace. Their history has been tense and has lasted for a long time. The hatred is deep, and 50 has always been the most outspoken of them all when it comes to attacking Diddy.
I'm telling you, look. Later you gonna find out a little shit that I be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit, but I'm trying to tell you, ask me, could he take me shopping?
In the late 1990s, when rappers were still coming up fresh and hungry, 50 Cent made his debut with a string of hits that had everyone listening, even though he and Diddy were both moving fast on the East Coast. There was a strange tension between them from the start. Despite having a label and significant industry clout, 50 never really clicked with Diddy. A new rapper would usually hang out with the more popular musicians, go to parties, and network with powerful individuals. 50 wasn't with that, though. He avoided Diddy's company and refused to go to his parties, in contrast to many other rappers of the era.
Did you miss me though? For real? Because it seems like a thing.
I miss
his
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes.
And though they were rarely spotted together, they occasionally worked together. 50 even wrote a song for Diddy, and that was odd considering Diddy's level of contacts at the time. His famous all-white parties were the most popular events in Hollywood, as people gathered there to socialize. But 50? He was one of the few famous persons who never bothered to go. Even when their paths intersected in the business world, it alone spoke a lot about the type of distance he was keeping from Diddy.
He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable.
At first, there was little fuss when 50 stayed away from Diddy. It just seemed like another one of those commercial affairs in which two prominent people were going in opposing paths. Because there was no public outcry or heated discussion, most people didn't even question it. But what had started out as just a distant, almost invisible connection between them developed into something more over time. It was far more difficult than anyone had thought.
To me, I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths. And I will never say nothing negative about him.
Diddy and 50 Cent had one of their earliest and most famous encounters during the 2003 wedding of Chris Lighty, who is currently 50 Cent's manager. 50 says that Diddy asked him if they could go shopping together during the celebration. Now, 50 didn't approve of the request. He said it immediately made him uneasy and suspicious since, in his view, that was not the type of thing a man would normally ask another man in that circumstance. It sounded more like a man talking to a woman than a fellow rapper, according to 50. He started to see Diddy differently after that.
At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of No, dude, you take me. That's what a guy says to him.
He flatly rejected the offer and dismissed Diddy, as is typical of 50 Cent. However, he didn't stop there. He made the story public, putting Diddy in an awkward spotlight situation. Everyone realized that something was imminent when the tension between them became formally obvious. But at first, Diddy remained silent. He just refused to provide anyone food, conduct interviews, or make any public statements despite his silence. 50 persisted in spreading the rumor. He frequently said it during interviews to help people recall it. 50 hesitated to give Diddy the credit he deserved, and some thought he was just using Diddy's name to achieve power. Years later, though, Diddy responded, saying that the entire shopping remark was just his attempt to help 50 buy some clothes.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
It was bold to launch that attack at someone like 50 Cent, and he had no intention of letting it go, as everyone had expected, and he answered with music, as always. He attacked Diddy in track after track, yelling at him and bringing out their past. In his song The Bomb, for example, 50 blatantly claimed that Diddy was trying to con him out of his money.
You know who hit that nigga, man, that nigga soft. He scared them boys from the west side to break him off. Jump on his ass so we run the Harlem, shake him off. You go on and you send me 50,000 out. For this travel fees, you know, airfare, hotel space, that last joint, I really service your ass, nigga.
However, that was just the start of the conflict between 50 Cent and Diddy. Over the years, it started to become a pattern. 50 somehow managed to make Diddy feel bad whenever he went out in public or tried to celebrate a significant accomplishment. He gave supporters a plethora of memorable tweets and thrilling social media moments to reflect on as he made it all but inevitable.
That's why I don't be going to the puffy parties. You from the front and the back at the same time? What are you talking about? Look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying this is my kind of party. You know, like, it's uncomfortable. I think I belong in the girls' bathroom.
When a video of French Montana tossing bottles of effing vodka into a trash can went viral, it was one of the most unforgettable moments. 50 Cent was immediately enraged by the maneuver, and his response turned into one of the most famous clapback videos in the history of the business.
Yo, I just seen a clip of French Montana throwing bottles of effing in the garbage. You know, Puffy called him like, you said you like this shit. You want your record out, don't you? You dummy. You playing. They putting us out of business, you ass. You better do something.
And after Diddy signed a contract with Croc, which sparked the entire vodka rivalry, he was in the news for years. However, everything changed abruptly after 50 Cent's effing vodka deal was revealed. The two were very competitive after that move, and 50 was ready to take on Diddy and Croc head-on. When a video of French Montana flinging bottles of effing into the garbage surfaced, all 50 had to do was fire back.
That's how I feel about your boy. What the is this?
50 came out swinging, clowning Diddy. Without showing the slightest sign of displeasure with French Montana's performance, he made a comedy out of it rather than seeming anxious. He then started making sly comments that left folks wondering about Diddy's sexual orientation. Diddy's composed delivery of those bullets frequently had people wondering if there was any truth to what 50 was saying about him.
Like he was saying stuff, and it's like he wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway. Now you see so much shit that you go, wait. No, this was visible, guys.
Following Keefe D's arrest in connection with Tupac's death in 2023, Diddy's legal troubles truly began to take shape despite all of that back and forth. 50 Cent has insisted that he believed Diddy had given the order when Tupac was slain in 1996. Therefore, 50 wasted no time in 2023 publishing indications about Diddy's alleged role in Pac's death and making fun of him online. Diddy managed to escape the storm, but he soon became involved in something far more important.
Talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that.
Even 50 Cent had at last discovered the perfect occasion to openly torment Diddy. By 2025, when Cassie filed a lawsuit against him on allegations of sexual assault and other serious misdeeds. For days after the trial started, on May 9th, 50 posted his first post about the case. Sean Combs' jury selection is complete. He wrote beside an AI photo of himself in the courtroom with each juror, "I don't know if this is fair, but don't worry. Just be happy." The next move was hinted at in that single post. From then on, he began to regularly bash Diddy, so fans braced themselves that day. When Diddy's defense team attempted to shift the focus by accusing Cassie of mistreating him, 50 answered with yet another AI graphic mocking the accusation. With the caption, "This theory of Cassie kicking Diddy's ass, I'm not buying it," he said. He made his audience laugh with another jab at the defense's narrative. On May 15, 50 had more jokes ready. When Diddy's team rejected a plea deal, "I think the dealer should have agreed to the plea bargain." It was clear from his writing that he believed that declining the offer was a mistake. This is crazier than regular crazy asterisk out of all the posts. The one that followers now call the baby oil pool meme went viral. People magazine provided the title for the 3-slide Instagram photo, which included Cassie's claim that Diddy forced her into an inflatable pool that was filled with baby oil. The second slide showed Diddy lounging in baby oil, while the third showed him riding a duck-shaped float in a sparkling pool. "Damn, he did all that just to go out like this," was the caption that best encapsulated the moment. This is not your typical insanity. The rapid spread of that post on Twitter and Instagram made it clear that 50 knew exactly how to annoy Diddy.
Relationships in Hollywood.
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 9th.
Diddy's self-esteem took a final hit after this. But anyone who thought 50 was over was mistaken. 50 Cent's persistence on making Diddy's trial a running joke is the only thing that has remained constant throughout this entire affair. Whether it's essays or subtitles, he has turned every update into material for his admirers. 50 is also not slowing down. Despite the fact that Diddy's legal troubles seem to be becoming even worse, he always goes above and beyond with the gags. Instead, he has created some of the most amusing and extensively shared memes thus far during the trial. Furthermore, it's clear from the rate of events that he has no immediate plans to halt.
But allegations, I surprised everyone else. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah.
With all of his Instagram posts and tweets aimed at ridiculing Diddy, 50 Cent is now officially considered Diddy's biggest foe. It's funny that he doesn't even care about the label, from the bizarre captions to the AI edits. 50 seems to be enjoying every second of this trial. Diddy, on the other hand, has been stuck in a nightmare from which he cannot get out. Additionally, 50 isn't just making fun of Diddy. That's not even the complete tale. He is also calling out anyone who attempts to defend him or twist the facts to his benefit. The dealer should have taken the plea, 50 said, and that was the end of the conversation. When people like Andrew Tate or the hosts of Fresh and Fit claimed that Diddy was just another victim of cancel culture, 50 was quick to refute that idea.
So Diddy, is he guilty? Probably, yeah. I believe he's guilty. There's enough evidence around. He looks pretty guilty.
But when the media's attacking him, I sit and think, I don't sit and think, Diddy's a piece of shit, Diddy's a piece of shit. I don't get programmed in the media. I sit and think, why only him?
And the manosphere immediately got in when Diddy's trial started, and the charges started to pile up. Influencers fresh and fit, as well as Andrew Tate, who had once been close to Diddy, started pushing their own stories. They said that the charges against Diddy were false. They saw it as just another attempt to topple a powerful alpha figure. They believed that the problem was being made up by the public and media to harm his reputation. Instead of portraying Diddy as a perpetrator of serious crimes, they portrayed him as a cultural target. Furthermore, their voices were momentarily heard, sparking internet debates.
But they're okay and he's not. Why did they randomly choose him? Did he stop obeying? Did he not re-sign the contract? Did he refuse to shut up about certain things? Why did they pluck him from the bunch of hundreds they could have gotten? That's what I think when the media attacks someone. So that's what a smart man thinks.
And they said that Diddy was just another victim of racist culture, and that his position as a wealthy black billionaire made him an even more dangerous target. They dismissed the accusations and even referred to Cassie's claims as a hoax. They believed it was all part of a plot to bring Diddy down. But not everyone agreed with that defense. Particularly 50 Cent. He was unimpressed by the manosphere's loyalty and rationalizations. 50 said he didn't care about the individual behind Diddy. You were also being called out if you defended him.
Current husband,
yes, bro,
with Diddy.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I think that was effective for the defense.
I wish I wasn't in the main courtroom. Bro, I wasn't in the main courtroom for that, but I'll tell you this, when I was in the fucking overflow room, everyone was like, oh shit. Even I said cooked when she said that.
When no other celebrity was willing to speak up, 50 Cent did not duck behind vague remarks or cryptic messaging. He adopted a straightforward stance, and soon even Diddy's own supporters began to reconsider. Instead of saying, he's just a victim of cancel culture, they now say, we don't support abuse. But let's wait for due process. It became clear that 50 had pushed their eyes open, whether they liked it or not, even if they weren't rooting. For Diddy, the world was strongly opposed to him, louder than ever. 50 stood in the center of the chaos now. It would seem odd that someone with little to do with the trial is so involved. But is it really shocking that 50 is enjoying every moment of this, considering the history of his fight with Diddy? Are you all really surprised?
What does it feel like all these years, you being the only one calling this out?
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They say you're a hater. They say you're
crazy. You do this. Yeah, and now everybody's complaining. My ass is hurting. There's all this shit.
But since 50 Cent started mocking Diddy throughout the trial, one question has been going around: is 50 attempting to acquire influence? Or is he still at conflict with Diddy? It's hard to say, to be honest, since you never really know when you're 50. How are you feeling? Click like, leave a comment, and help spread the word about the story. Of course, remember to subscribe if you would like to see more breakdowns like this one. If you're having a great time with us, you should also look at the products. I'll see you later. Then, peace and blessings.